All right. Hello and good day. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. Asks, for a new website, would you recommend tiering citations immediately or waiting a bit after building? Excellent question, Chris. So how I would handle tiering out your citations or directories is going to be wildly dependent on, do you have a tool? Do you have a list? What's indexed? What isn't? What I would do is I would create your initial citations and directories. And if you have the capability to build your links immediately, I would start building. What I've noticed with citations and directories and GSA specifically, or some type of tiering system like that automated, Google is only going to give you credit for just a few more. Like each niche only gets so much space in the SERP for citations and directories. Like you can only force feed so many extras. The real value is the ones that you get and the ones that stick and the ones that are helping you. We can keep them inside the SERPs getting recrawled more often. That's the value here. So just like with any link, if I build a link to something, a hyperlink, that means that Googlebot, its sole job, is to crawl links, right? Put them in the index and then decide, does it go in search results, right? So every time I get crawled, if it crawls and indexes a page, it's going to crawl those links that are on that page. And that gets me more value. This helps keep the pages indexed in a new fresh cache, right? That's why there's value there. So if you have the tools and resources, I would do it. If not, the benefit is minuscule unless you're having trouble keeping stuff indexed and there. Now, that's automated tools. If you have a way to get low cost, higher value links that are non-automated, automated is easier, faster, cheaper, right? I have seen a little bit better success with that, but it costs a lot more dollars. All right. So best wishes to you, brother. Put the website in. We're going to the top 3 performers, sometimes top 5. There's nuances every step of the way. Okay. Some of the most impactful, if we're painting broad strokes in order to get an answer, I'm looking at this. Top performer, go into the asset. What's the overall count? How many do they have? Out of the links that they have, how many of the links or referring domains are of higher quality or higher value? Different barometers give different results. So I'm looking. Well, the vast majority here on this asset are going to be your directory, foundation, PR type links. So what's the count of quality? Okay. So how many of them are quality? Like where I actually have to dish out higher numbers of dollars, or I'm buying links one at a time or in small groupings, right? The next thing that I want to take a look at is what category, right? Every tool has their own iteration, and what they're utilizing is the same category database that Google uses. Did you ever know that when you're setting up your site, say Google Ads, or if you're putting AdSense on your site, that list, right? Oh, this is an entertainment website. This is, whatever it is. It's the same category. Well, this is also how they categorize a link graph or backlinks. So understanding that the link graph is wildly impactful. Here, I'll put it to you this way. Like if I were to go out and build 161 people and society backlinks, could I get a ranking increase? Yes. If I go and build 161 business and industrial links, will I get a backlink increase or a ranking increase? Most definitely, absolutely yes. So this is the difference. Like not all links are equal. The determination of quality is referring domains and what category. As a bonus, if I could generate traffic, that's a bonus, but PageRank is not passed through traffic. Okay. All right. Referring domain count, how many high quality, what category? The next thing I want to take a look at is anchor text. And again, I'm not looking for a decisive or a particular, an exact number or an exact type. I want to get a roundabout idea of, okay, what's being rewarded by the top sites? If I take a look at something like this, like they are stacking primary key terms, secondary key terms, and their brand name. This person is deliberately going out there and building backlinks. Gee, who would have thought? But this is what's being rewarded. So I see a nice mixture here. They are doing SEO deliberately. They rank number one. Like this is what you'll see. So I know, okay, it's going to be a mixture. All right. Anchor text, link graph, or category, referring domain count, and how many, and then what's the quality? What's their quality number? How many good ones? How do you really rank website to the top of Google? Time. I did a study inside the mastermind. In any case, we looked at 13 different SERPs. Now, what I did is I went out to Google and I searched for what are the most expensive AdSense categories. Like what's it cost the most per click? This is how I determined which categories, like loans, car insurance, like that type of stuff. Like what are the most expensive mortgage brokers, mortgage lenders, that kind of thing. I got a list of 13 different niches, and then I looked up the largest cities in the United States from top to bottom. LA, New York, these types. And I looked at the hardest niches in the hardest cities, one by one. And what I determined at the very end of the test, long story short, is that the average ranking website for the hardest niches in the hardest SERPs has an average website age of 13 years old. Looking at page level, the average page age matters just as well as the domain. The average page was 4 years, right? So this is on average in some of the hardest markets. So age is one of the largest factors that I could possibly tell you. Carlos, where do you put the supporting content, in a category or standalone page aligned to the main keyword? So when we're creating supporting content, we still need a housing page for all of the content. Now, why is that? The reason is because I can have another page that can rank for another set of informational topics. So what I mean by this is, let's just say I'm a plumber, and let's just say that instead of having website.com/blog, I call it plumbing tips, and I write an article that's 1,000 words that includes plumbing tips. I tune the page for plumbing tips. I have plumbing tips, but that's at the bottom of the page. Up at the top is often what you'll see is a grid, right? It'll be a picture with the title with the description. This is a perfect housing page that can also rank for a specific keyword. I'm increasing my internal links. I have another page that I can rank for, right? Like there's so many benefits of having a top level page as a blog, and it's also a housing page. It's good for the menu. Like it just looks cosmetically appealing to have a blog section, right? Or a tip section or a resource section. I hope this makes sense. And just because it's not showing up in search results doesn't mean it's not in the index. What I mean by this is if I have all of these pages that get zero traffic, they're falling in and out of the search results, Google still sees those pages and knows what's on those pages. I truly appreciate your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. If you have any questions left, please ask in the section below. I answer all questions. Thank you so much.